What's up, guys? This is Phillip with the Desmos Visionary. I'm back with a really exciting question. And it all revolves around this equation right here, which is the equation for a circle centered at the origin with a radius of 5, or the square root of whatever this number is. So, this is a fun equation, and I got to thinking, how would I go about making like a function where I have this half circle and then it meets another half circle right here, and then it meets another half circle, and on and on and on. How would I go about doing that? So I'm going to describe the process by which we did that. So I've got this equation, and now the question is, what is the next circle that goes right here? And I have its equation right here. So you'll notice what we did. We multiplied it by -1 to make it the bottom half of the circle instead of the top half of the circle. And then we also shifted the x values over by 10. So what that does for us is it makes this nice continuous thing where these share a point. And it looks good. So then I thought, well, let's grab one more. That way we can try to establish the pattern. And this one is again positive, so I have the top half of the circle again. And the question is, I don't know, what are the patterns between the two? You'll notice we had to shift the x values over to 20 this time. So we can see a clear pattern. This one was shifted over by 0, this one was shifted over by 10, this one by 20. So it seems like for every half circle, we're just going to shift the x values over by 10. And then there's this -1 pattern, and that just means that for every next half circle, we're going to multiply it by -1, and then multiply it by -1 again to get a +1. And so when we try to generalize this formula, then we get this, which is this -1 to the a. A is going to represent the 8th half circle in our little series here. And then we have this value right here, which is 8 times 10. You'll notice that we went over by 10 each time. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's see what that looks like. Pretty cool, huh? We'll zoom out so we can see more of it. Alright, so that's pretty neat. Now, all that we have to do is establish a list here in Desmos, and then copy this function and replace a with b as we've defined it here, as this list of several values. And when we do that, let's go ahead and get rid of these. When we do that, we get this, which appears to be one continuous function. It's really a piecewise defined function that looks like it's continuous because all of these happen to share points. But it's pretty neat and very exciting. So that's all I have for today's graph. I encourage you to go on Desmos and play with it yourself. And always be trying to find cool new things that you can do with mathematics. Thanks for watching. I'm Phillip with the Desmos Visionary.